Yeah,
Okay.
expensive.
But the advantage of this is you're right, is good because in the back nobody knows,
No.
what brand, because sometimes psychologically we think, we go with the
Expensive is the
brand
best, yeah.
rather than the quality.
Yeah.
And when during the tasting, we're gonna pass the hors d'oeuvres, which we have it in here, okay, in the flyer. And then at the end, toward the end, we're gonna ask the members to give the score from 5 to 10, for each wine. And then we tally, and after we tallying, we have first place, second place, and third place as a prize. We're gonna give to the members a prize for the 3 places.
How do you go to numbers? How do you going to put the numbers inside the bag or outside?
No, outside the bag.
Outside the bag.
It is in
And
the
we'll
bag,
probably
yeah.
want to put a rubber band on the top so that when they're
Right.
pouring, the bottle doesn't come out.
Yeah,
Then if they bring it chilled,
Yeah.
and you put a chilled bottle in the bag, it's gonna get wet.
you're right.
And if you want to
Plastic.
serve it at the optimum temperatures, I'm not sure how we'll do that.
We can put plastic first on that one. What you said is a great idea. We put the rubber band on that
Right.
one. Okay, that's a good
No shitting.
suggestion.
Nobody can see that.
Right, when you
No.
pour, you don't want the bottle to come out, so
No,
yeah.
but if they say, what kind of wine is it?
Okay.
Just red and white, we have to separate.
Let's go because you don't have time. We have other stuff to do. Let's go to menu, which is very important. Let chef to explain. Go ahead. You
No,
told
no,
you
I
explain.
will allow Elizabeth to elaborate on it.
No, she- She got
This
it.
is your menu, not mine.
Oh, okay. Well, the first one we're gonna do an assortment of, most likely I can do 3 different variety of imported cheese. And the cold cut, the Chapiquer, is going to be a different assortment of cold cut. Most likely it's gonna be 3 or 4 different type of cold cut. I haven't decided which type of cold cut. It's going to be more traditional French than Italian on there.
So your charcuterie is gonna be your salamis and your,
Yeah, it's gonna be
Things
more,
like that.
more Leon style. We're gonna do more Leon style. We're not gonna do too much Italian because the menu is more geared towards California ingredients. The next one is gonna be the New Orleans, which is the crayfish etouffee. It's gonna be the simple etouffee, but I'm gonna create a cake out of it. And with that, it's gonna be the cassava. The cassava is a yucca, and it's gonna be puree, and we're gonna put it on the plate as an accent on the plate to give it a broader looks. This is a combination of my region of the world, the Caribbean, and a little bit touch of the French. We're gonna get the fried garlic blossom, which is the blossom from the garlic during springtime when the garlic started to grow. It gives up lavender type of blossom, and we're gonna use that to accent the plate. That means to enliven the plate. Then the next one, which is the sea bass ceviche. Everyone knows ceviche is anything that you cured in a lime or lemon base. That's what we're gonna use. We're gonna cure that. That's also from all the way down from Mexico to the Caribbean and South America. Ceviche is a very popular entree. It's like we would consider poke in Hawaii, just different in name. And we're going to use fried oysters. The oysters is going to be a domestic oysters that come from Washington State. We're not going to use domestic.
Sure.
Yes, I will. Yes, it's the Pacific oysters. I'm not going to go to BP oil spill and New Orleans oysters. I don't
Or
wanna-
Japan. We don't want
oh,
Japanese
Japan.
oysters.
We don't want to
no
have
Japanese
Japan.
oyster.
And the other one, which you know, is duck confit. The word confit means that anything that's cooked in its own natural fat and flavor. The sweet potato roti, that's almost like, I will say, a cake, like you do the crab cake. But there's a difference between sweet potato and yam. Sweet potato is the white. If you go to a Japanese restaurant, you have tempura, they give you a sweet potato. The yam is the sweet, it's a different. So, but here we interchange it, but this one is going to be the white sweet potato. And we're going to accent the plate with a pomegranate compote. I use compote because I haven't decided what type of fruit that I'm going to use. Most likely it's going to be mango. I'm going to use mango to enlighten the plate. And the next one would be the mini buffalo burger. That's the American bison. This buffalo burger is, the meat is coming from New Mexico. New Mexico, as you know, is in Texas, they grow a large amount of American bison. And it's going to be on a miniature brioche. It was presented to me that if someone don't like cheese, because, well, we also can take the cheese off. Most of these entrees will not be preamped and served. It's going to be more, once we came in, I go out, explain to the guests what the items are. Then when I come in the back of the kitchen, I'm going to start plating up. So, I give the guests enough time between each meal, between 6 or 7 minutes, they can have a conversational piece before the next course come out. So we're not going to, push everything, because it's a wine
Are
tasting.
you gonna have stations? Or are you gonna
No,
have?
no, everything is passed from the kitchen. Everything is coming, an a la carte style, coming in the back. We're not going to have anything pre-made.
Only the cheese.
Only the cheese pre-made. Everything is coming back.
Right.
But instead of it being in bigger plates, the 12-inch or 10-inch plate, they're going to be in the 9-inch plate. Smaller version of everything. And as you know, the veal loin, the crapinette, that's the caul fat, which you call the lining, the casing that you make sausage with. We're going to wrap that with a few mushrooms. I haven't decided yet what mushroom I'm going to use. And the base of this is going to be like a mushroom accent. I mean, once we saute the mushroom and we reduce it with the port wine, that juice is, I'm going to make the chassé sauce out of that, and we're going to put that on the plate. Each one of these plates is going to be accent with different oil that we're going to use with the veal, because it's springtime, so I'm going to get some lavender, flavor, and I'm going to add that into the chassé sauce to give it that spring flavor. And the Midori parfait, it's a parfait, heavy cream, and a liaison of Italian Sauvignon. And we also going to accent the plate, the dessert. We haven't decided yet what type of glass we're going to use. We're still looking around downstairs for the glass, and we're going to get a few different varieties of melon. We're going to scoop and make it a ball, and I'm going to make a syrup, a rose syrup. Mr. Cyrus is going to bring me some rose water, and we're going to make a simple syrup of that, and we're going to cure the balls with that, and we're going to put it on a skewer, and we're going to make it almost like a martini, set it on top, and basically that's it. Any question? Or,
How long you gonna take the preparation or the serve time that we gonna
Wait up time, right, waiting up
train up? Yeah.
for each
Small
one?
portion.
So like an hour and a half.
No.
No.
It's a wine tasting, because it's a wine tasting, and we're doing a wine tasting much different than the other wine tasting, because it's a tapas style presentation. So everything is going to be executed by the host out there. He's going to come and let me know in the back, let's go with the second course or the third course, and that's when we start. The waiters come in the back and they just pick up.
Our members, they do prefer to sit, and this will be a
They will be
meal for
sit.
them.
It will be set.
So that's why it's hard to hand pass, because they'll sit and get up and come back. You don't know who you've served, so you'll have to work out the
No,
logistics.
we
on
did
that.
it in the past. We kind of have to track and just we ended that.
You have to be very careful.
We have to
that
go
we
back
don't
to the
miss
next
people
straight
on
and just
that
be sure that
course.
everybody. So
What I will do, once we have the dining room set up, we're going to do a run through. You're going to tell me how you want it to go out, the speed of everything.
you are
And it's going to be very nice, because this is the first time my wife's going to come here, and she's never going to come here again. So she will come here to assist you. This is something she have a lot of experience in doing high-end wine tasting. So she will come in and help you assist. She's going to be more my expediter when I'm behind the line with the other guys. So
And we
you're
usually
gonna,
have this on the lounge too.
you're going to work very close with her, and you don't have to worry. You can also speak either way with her, Spanish or English or Portuguese. So you have no problem there. So you don't have no problem. So you can.
No.
So Frank, you don't have any
You speak
problem.
French?
I just want to know if you can speak another language. But
No,
That's
I'm in minority, you know that. That's
One thing you have to
Okay, I see
remember
that.
that we've had in past events, they like a lot of bread. So get the bread basket set up in a station,
Yeah.
crackers, the cars, we need a palate cleanser to be either on the table or on the buffet. The cheese, the cracker, the bread, you gotta have that in the station because that's what they're gonna start eating once they walk in the door.
Yes.
And if we compare this and kind of say, now you want to be tasting a white, you want to bring them from white to reds, from sweet to dries, it's important that we kind of, and when you mention your dish, can you say this would go well with a white or, so they know what to be tasting with that item, right?
This sounds like more.
You are being very mischievous to me today, huh?
No, I'm just kind of
She
giving you
wants to-
suggestions because I've done
She will
wine
be
tasting.
mischievous with me. Okay, now, I will
But
do.
your wife will
No.
love this.
Yeah,
She'll
well,
know.
okay, this is what I will do. I will go down the road after everyone bring their wine in, we will take a look at the wines, because we don't know which wine they're gonna bring
Yes.
That's
in.
what I was gonna ask. Are we gonna,
Yeah.
when they get the
So-
reservation, can we ask them, are you bringing a red?
We're
or
gonna
a
ask
white?
in advance if
So-
you
Find
yes,
out in
yes.
advance.
So,
Okay.
and, you know,
Just, we're gonna ask them red or white, and just,
I will tell
Cabernet,
them.
Merlot, or whatever,
yeah,
that's all.
no, but what I will do, I will tell them, I will go and take a look at the number, what the name of the wine are, and I will say, this entree, number 1, number 3, number 4 blends in very well with this one. I'm not gonna tell them the wine.
Or you don't even have to say the numbers, just say this
Yeah,
is,
because the
this is
numbers-
good to go with a white, a dry wine, or,
Yeah, that's what I mean, but the
Or
numbers,
not,
yeah,
we don't have
yeah,
to say
yeah, but the
anything,
numbers
'cause
will
some
tell
people
if
would
it's white
only
or,
drink
you know,
red.
that's what you're gonna do, right? You're gonna put the numbers.
Yes.
I will say number 1 and white, or number 3 and red, because, you know, not everybody likes, you know, you can
yeah,
always
maybe you don't even
mix.
have to say anything, maybe, because people just will drink what they like
Yeah,
and eat what they like.
right.
So maybe we don't have to be that specific.
The
I
thing
just
is here,
throwing that
members-
out.
But no,
Drink.
we can do that. No, that's a very good suggestion. That's a very good suggestion. We're not gonna take that away. I will incorporate that into it on my own. I says, you know, I will let them know for my taste bud, this number here is the one I would like to go with it, this one, you know.
Anybody on the food and beverage committee gonna help coordinate and?
If
do
we,
any
you know,
of
if
those
we
things?
ask them, if we need help, we will, you know, ask them to help. But the question is now, if my understanding, we are not gonna serve like, you know, the way it is now, the menu 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna go, you know, probably, you know, in different, you know, direction from, you know, this, isn't it?
What I would like to happen, right now we're so bombarded with it. Once we set up, we can go do another dry run,
Okay.
and then each one of us can make a suggestion then, because you have an idea how you're gonna set up the dining room, and, you know, how you're gonna run it. Then we can say, okay, let us rotate some of these items a different way.
Okay.
But most likely, I will still prefer to have the veal. I might decide to serve the mini burger underneath the crayfish. You see what I'm saying? I split it because I got 2 fish, seafood
Together,
item here.
Yes, Basically.
You see what I'm
it's like,
saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the seafood is first, and then like the red meat is.
Yeah, red. I can put the mini burger next to it.
Okay.
Then we can put the seafood where the confit is and move the confit up.
Okay.
You know, these items are just the items they can identify what they're going to have. But I'm the one who's going to go out and explain to them
Yes.
which course is coming up next. This is the items that's coming up next. Boom, boom, boom.
And that's
Do
great,
I make-
we've never
yeah.
had that
Yeah,
before,
does
no
that
one's
make
come
sense?
out to
Yeah, nobody
explain
came out, yeah.
what it is.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
a great idea.
Yeah. So I will come out and explain to them.
Okay.
You know, boom, boom.
It's not gonna be like a menu, and there will be, like you say, the first item, this one, the second, and this, because that's how the people's gonna go up and get, oh, the next one is fish, that's a white wine. Or it's a red wine, it's a red burger.